Yahoo. Sorry, I wanted to test your telepathic abilities. Did you get that? Do you read? Yeah, and then I said yeah, I was practicing telepathy. Yahoo. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you copied it all? Excellent. Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah. Yeah, and so after that, he told me that riddle me this. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? And then I went in and I was like, it's so stupid. So stupid. Oh my gosh. Yeah, thank you for playing along. Hello, how have you been? What's good in your world? Tell me everything. Catch me up. What have I missed? What have I missed over the last day? Yeah, I cooked him, right? I cooked him. No, I was just telepathically telling you about a call that I had that kept me up all night. I say all night. This was actually kind of the tail end of a call. I had a really nice call to tell you about my world, what you've missed. Last night, I got a bunch of work done, and I did it over call. I joined a VC with some other livers. For a while, it was just Alira and Uki, I think. We were just chilling for a good while. It was nice, just working in the background. We talked about all kinds of stuff. It was really nice. Very funny conversation as always. And then near the tail end of that, because I stayed up till past sunrise, unfortunately. I caught people in the other time zones. Yeah, I had a nice chat with like Vox came in. You know him. He's like big Europe. And Sunny was there too. And me, Vox, and Sunny. Vanta was there working silently in the background, so he was there too. Me, Vox, and Sunny, we just we talked about various bugs and sea creatures and like worms and stuff for straight up like an hour. I don't think that's an exaggeration. I think we were talking about bugs and worms and stuff for like an hour. It was such a nice conversation too. I was like, I'd be like, oh yeah, have you heard of carcinization? And then I'd get back like, oh wow, yeah, I'm kind of familiar with this, but do you know that lobsters are biologically kind of immortal? I was like, yeah, but did you know that they do actually die of natural causes, but it's specifically because their carapace gets too thick? And it'd be like, yeah, it'd be so cool if we could like intervene and see just how big and old a lobster could get if we removed its carapace for it. Yeah, for real. So fun trivia. Lobsters, they're not actually immortal. That word is kind of misleading. They're biologically kind of immortal in the sense that they do not age like animals do, like normal animals. Like they don't die of age. They don't grow old. Their DNA, their proteins, they don't weaken or denature or anything like that. They basically, after a certain amount of time passes, when they continue to molt, right? Because they need to molt. They molt their outermost layer and they come out fresh. They continue to get bigger and bigger, and their carapace that they have to molt off gets thicker and thicker. Eventually, it just reaches a point where the carapace is too thick for them to get out when they need to molt, so they just die. They just die inside their unmolten carapace. So that's what it means if you ever hear people say that they're kind of immortal. They're immortal in the sense that they do not grow old. And they don't weaken with time, I think. They do eventually, like they're eventually too weak to get out, but I don't think it's because they've gotten weaker. I think it's just because their skin has gotten thicker. How depressing. You say that, but they live for so long and they're so good at being alive. Yeah, honestly, them, being ocean creatures, I doubt that they get to that point very often. Usually in the ocean, it'll be that you got gobbled up by something, right? Either that or fished up by humanity. But yeah, in the most perfect, ideal condition, a lobster will never die of old age. It'll just pass because its carapace gets too thick for it. Because it has not evolved to handle that part. Yeah, it's very, very unique because it's very it's very unusual for animals to not I say age, but on a biological level to not age. To not weaken, to not have your DNA stop working normally. That's how it goes for most animals. Yeah, American lobsters live 50 years to a century. That's crazy. That's older than a lot of humans. That is older than many humans. They're doing great. I think they're doing great. Rock lobster. I love the B-52s. Everybody knows Rock Lobster and Love Shack. I'm going to put you on another B-52s track. Do you know, oh my gosh, what is it called? I remember how it sounds, but I'm blanking on the name. The start is like... And then the vocal is like... What is that? I can't remember what that song is called. I was going to put you on something, but I forgot what it's called. I flopped. Embarrassing for me. On the ground like a wild potato. That's a lyric I remember. On the ground like a wild potato. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Private Idaho. I think that's what that song is called. Yeah, Private Idaho. That's the one. I recommend that song if you want more B-52s. It's one of my favorite groups from that era, actually. Crab Rave? No. No. They do kind of have a Crab Rave energy to them, though. They were kind of crab raving before crab raving was crab raving. You know what I mean? That's basically what Rock Lobster was. Rock Lobster walked so Crab Rave could rave. Rock Lobster rocked so Crab Rave could rave. You know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? I had a phase of obsession with Crab Rave when I was younger. I remember when I was little, I would loop it and I just sit and look at it. You know those baby sensory videos? It was kind of like that for me. There was this really long looped version that would go on for 1 billion years long. What's Crab Rave? Oh my goodness, I'm glad you asked. It's this goofy, you've definitely encountered it in some form if you've been on the internet for more than a day. But it's this goofy video of a bunch of little crab-like creatures on a beach, and they're just dancing to this jamming track. It goes bum 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 ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum bum bum ba dum. And it's just like that. And they dance like this. Bum 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 ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum bum bum ba bum. I was obsessed with that. I used to just loop it and look at it. It's so funny. Even now as an adult, I have this thing where sometimes I'll like if I'm cleaning, I'll be like, all right, I'm just going to put a video or a movie on in the background. So I have some background ambiance while I work. And then 45 minutes in, I'm sitting in front of the screen, tapped in, not doing anything. I get sucked in. I can't do that. I can't get away with that. Yeah, I love Crab Rave. It's so goofy. It's so whimsical. There's just this pure form of joy housed within Crab Rave. I don't know how to explain it. Flashbacks. War flashbacks? What? You don't like Crab Rave? You don't like that? Or do you just not like me? Huh? Oh my goodness. Stretch. Ah. Oh, my back. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, whoa. Hi. Sunday in the Eastern Hemisphere, we'll see a blood moon. Oh, wait, really? That's so exciting. They say it prophesizes change. Did you know that the last total lunar eclipse was March 14th EDT, same as your debut? Wait, really? I didn't know that. I missed the news about that. I guess I was too tapped into debut. I guess I was paying too much attention to our debut. That's so sweet. Aw. Thank you for the kind words, and thank you for telling me that. I had no idea. Wow. We've always had me and the boys, we've always had a connection to the sky, to stars, celestial bodies, various outer space things. So that's pretty cute. I didn't know that. How cute. That's so cute. Tall people can change the moon. Is that how that works? Could I just like reach up and grab it? Oh my gosh, that makes me think of that one classic scene. What is that from? Where it's like, I could just lasso it and pull it down. And he's like being all, he's like sweet talking this girl. What is that from? I can't remember what that's from, but I recognize that, like I hear it. Steal the moon for you. No, not Moana and not Gru. This is old media. Wonderful Life. Thank you. Now we're talking. That's more like it. Despicable Me. No. Oh my goodness. This is the second time in one conversation that this has happened, where I've asked for a song from like a piece of media from 1 billion years ago, and someone's like, "Is it this thing from the 2010s?" Well, at this point, I fold my arms, close my eyes. Bruce Almighty, that was a reference. That was a reference to Wonderful Life. Yeah. The original scene is from something older. Yeah. Watch a lot of old movies. I like old movies. I like to, I don't know. I find that it's a couple of things. For one, I grew up on a backlog of media. I grew up on because you know I didn't have cable for a long time. I didn't have that till like way later. So when I was a kid, most of what I watched was on VHS tapes that my parents had hoarded from 1 billion years prior, and on DVDs as well. So like for me, I grew up on analog archives. So on one hand, it's like a lot of my nostalgia is actually multiple decades prior to what should have been my nostalgia and is nostalgia for most of my peers. So then I like that in general because I find that stuff nostalgic because it's nostalgic to me. And then on the other hand, I love getting references. So if something is referenced enough times in enough pieces of like shows and movies and stuff, if enough things reference one classic thing, I'm going to just go back and watch the classic thing so I can get it. You know what I mean? Like to enjoy a lot of stuff for a while, you had to have watched Star Wars, for example. You had to watch the original Star Wars films in order to really understand a bunch of goofy references and basically everything else. Because everything was referencing Star Wars. That's a funny one, though, because I've seen Star Wars, right? And I love Star Wars. But my first exposure to the Star Wars story was actually, it was not actually the movies. It was actually the Lego video game where you go through the movies and you experience the scenes and the story and everything, but they don't talk. I think they actually talk in Lego games now, but back in the day, in the OG Lego games, they'd just be like, like they would not say a single word. They would not speak words. So I knew the story of Star Wars, but without any dialogue. Favorite Star Wars character? That's tough. That's tough. When I was a kid, I really liked Boba Fett, though. I thought Boba Fett was really cool. And in general, I'm kind of a fan of the Stormtroopers, just as a concept. I think there's part of me that really likes... It's the same part of me that really likes full plate armor with helmets on. I love somebody that's in a full uniform, including a helmet, where you can't see their face or anything. I love that. I think that's so cool. I've always liked that. Yeah, and Stormtroopers, it's like... They have the perfect Gat Moe because they have this really cool, sophisticated look about them. They've got that cool uniform with the cool helmet, standing totally in uniform position. They're all in perfect posture in a straight line. And they do the goofiest things the moment their commander turns their head the other way, you know? They're just a bunch of dummies. And I love that. Yeah, the Stormtrooper Gat Moe. You get me. I like Stormtroopers. I want to meet a Stormtrooper someday. I want to go to like one of the parks where they have Stormtroopers out there. I had a big rabbit hole fixation not too long ago, of researching technology. Did you know that at the parks where they have the Stormtroopers out there, where the Stormtroopers will talk to you, those voice lines that they're saying, they're all pre-recorded. And in order to activate the voice lines, they have they're wearing special gloves that can recognize different finger positions. And like if they do like a hand swiping away gesture, that's like keep moving or whatever. You know what I mean? That is the coolest thing in the world. And the way it works is it's a specific order of hand motions and hand positions that activates a dialogue tree. Kind of like a choose your own adventure web map. If you know what those look like, it looks kind of like that. So they memorize all these hand positions in order to have fun and organic interactions with guests of these parks. But they don't actually speak out loud. They have a bank to choose from for what they want to say. It's really, really cool. This glove is used in other things as well. I think it was originally designed for like live DJ type stuff, like live music mixing and music production. You could use it to activate certain effects on your voice. Like I think there's a pretty popular, I say pretty popular, I don't think it went super viral, but there was a funny clip of Ariana Grande at one point using this type of glove, and she used it wrong, and so she got something really goofy. Sign language soundboard, that's kind of how it works, honestly. That is kind of how it works. It's a lot like using your hand to specifically sign letters. I think there are some gestures, like I mentioned, like a swiping hand thing, like move along. I think that's one that I watched when I had my media fixation, but yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know. I think that technology is really interesting. And I think the commitment to like memorizing these things in order to do fun stuff is really exciting too. Yeah, Imogen Heat. Yeah. I think that was one of the first videos that I ever saw, actually. Yeah, I highly recommend looking into those. I can't remember what those gloves are called, but I thought they were the coolest thing. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to like cut into this. I forgot. This is supposed to be the first thing I talked about, but I forgot about it. I got distracted with my telepathy. I wanted to address something kind of serious really quick and just like get over it really, really quickly. Not dwell on it too long. I didn't plan what to say or anything. I just wanted to touch on it really quickly, just in case anybody was worried and to like make sure everybody's on the same page. And if you aren't familiar with what I'm talking about, please don't worry about it, and please don't dig into it and investigate it. There's no need to. This is more just for anybody that witnessed something and might be worried about it. During a collab at some point within the last week, somebody said something that could be seen as kind of inappropriate. And I worried that people might have misinterpreted that and might have read into it. So I just want to clarify. This is honestly a general rule of thumb. I just combined all those words into one word and it ended up as the name Jennifer. This is kind of a general rule of thumb for any situation like this in most cases. If there is an issue, most times there won't be, but if there is an issue, it'll always be resolved privately. So just as a general rule, please do not speculate about anything, and please do not fight a battle that nobody asked for. That's all I wanted to say. Yeah, that's all. There's nothing else to say on the matter. I just wanted to get that out there. Just in case anybody was wondering, following that, I think it's very easy to, I don't know, being in this position as a content creator, it's very easy for your words to be misconstrued and for things to be taken out of context. So I just wanted to clarify that and say that everything's cool. Everything's great. I didn't want you to, like, I don't know, I thought you might have sat around worrying or something like that, and I don't like thinking about that, so I just wanted to peel that off really quickly. Salute. But yeah, those gloves are the coolest thing ever. Do you know what those are called? I'm curious. I wanna look into them again. It's been a while since I had my fixation with those, but I can't remember. For live mixing, I want to see if I can remember what those are called. Mimu gloves, is that right? That sounds familiar. Yes, that's the one. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, Mimu gloves are the ones that musicians use. They'll use them like in stage concerts to control the effects on their voice and stuff like that. I think you could also hypothetically use it to control other things like instruments and instrumental stuff that's preloaded. And then I was mentioning the stormtroopers at parks. They have like it's something similar to it. I highly doubt that it's exactly the same thing, but technologically speaking, it's probably based on something similar. I don't know the details for that, but yeah, that's how they do their dialogue. I think that's the coolest thing ever. There's part of me that I feel like I could really enjoy working at a park like that. I've never even been to one though. I've always wanted to go to one. I've always wanted to go to a theme park, but I have no experience. But watching videos of it, it always seems really fun, right? And people describe these as some of the coolest places ever. Yeah, when people will take a trip to a theme park, it's like all they talk about forever. So good at playing a character. See, I would love that. I would love that. I would eat that up. I would adore like committing to a role and getting in costume and then interacting with guests in character every day. That'd be so fun. Closest experience I have to that was when I worked in a haunted house, but in that case it was kind of like an original character that I played. So it's very different, you know? I'd like to go to one someday. Endure the heat inside those fits. That would be pretty rough. Oh my gosh, I never thought about that. Because they always put these theme parks in like the most like coastal, super hot areas too, don't they? Did Scare House work? Yeah, I worked at a haunted house. I volunteered at a haunted house for, I think, 3 years. Yeah, it was 3 years. It was kind of funny. I think I've talked about it briefly in the past, but I never mind to go over things again. For those that were not in the room when it happened. The first year I worked in a haunted house, I was a victim. I played as a victim for one of the scenes. It was one of those scare houses where it's like it's a collection of scenes that you witness. And some of them are more interactive, like they chase you and do stuff to you, and others were more like you just walk in and watch. Kind of like an interactive horror movie was the approach for this one. And for my first year, I was a victim in a scene about like a mad scientist. Yeah, she was a mad scientist, and she had like a handsaw. It didn't actually have a bit on it, so it wouldn't actually cut into anything. It would just buzz and make a lot of loud noise. And yeah, I was I was on the table. I was left on the table with my shirt off, and it was really cold and unpleasant, and I had to scream every night, and I hated that year. It was actually miserable. I don't have any nostalgia for that year whatsoever. But I was committed. I was committed to giving a realistic and unpleasant reaction every single time. And I didn't want anybody to have a worse experience than anybody else. So I put my all into it, and I hated it. Second and third year, however, I was an MC. because there was a waiting area. It was a limited number of people that could go through the haunted house at once. So if you came in a really big group, like too big to go through, they'd split you up, and then you'd have to wait. You'd have to wait your turn in this waiting area. And yeah, I was there. My job was to entertain people before they went in, and to kind of like set the tone. So I would tell scary stories, and sometimes I'd sing. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. That I liked a lot more, being the MC. Yeah, the host might be a better word for that. Yeah, I like that a lot. Straining for your throat to scream all the time? Oh, it absolutely was. It was so straining. And that's why I hated it. And that's why I insisted. I was like, I still want to work here. I love it here. I cannot do that again. Please give me something else to do. And thankfully, the owner was like, oh, of course, Kaelix. I appreciate that you still want to be here. How about this instead? And I was like, that works great. Yeah, not so far from being a bouncer. Maybe that's a transferable skill. Maybe it's a transferable skill, because I kind of do a lot of the same stuff now at By the Beat. Yeah, a lot of that is just like ushering people in and entertaining them when there's no show going on. Yeah. Maybe that is a transfer. I never thought about that. That's kind of cute. How did I take care of my voice? I just lost my voice. I should have just lost it week after week. The whole month of October. I just would not have a voice that year. And that's why I hated it so bad. Following 2 years, it was the same as like anything I do today, right? Singing and entertaining, it's all the same. So that was a lot more manageable. But first year, I would walk out of the haunt with no throat to speak of. It'd be gone. Like my head would just be floating above my shoulders. I'd lose my throat entirely. There'd be nothing there. No sound would come out. It'd be like, you know those crying cat memes where they're like, it's like that, but no sound comes out. Oh, yeah, no, it was miserable. Do not recommend. But I was so committed to it. I wanted to do a good job. Younger Kaelix was not convinced that he was good unless he was useful to others. So. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It was fun. Anything planned this Halloween? I kind of want to do some fun stuff on stream. I think I actually don't expect it, because I might I might be a coward. I might back out. I might chicken out. That's the phrase I was looking for. I might chicken out of it. But I kind of want to play my first scary game. Like my first actually scary game. As a solo stream with nobody there. I want to try. I might pick a baby scary game. Like a lot of people have recommended Chilla's Art for me, because I think Chilla's Art is more like the kind of scary that I personally can handle and might actually enjoy. Because I love, when it comes to watching scary movies, because I love watching scary movies, I love kind of like terror and environmental horror and like ambient horror, when it's more about tension and stuff like that than actual jump scares. I love that. I just don't like being chased. I hate being chased. RPG Maker horror, that I could probably handle for sure. I want to try to ramp it up a little bit for Halloween though. I want to try to do like a first-person scary game. Nothing too scary though. Nothing too scary. I'm also tempted to try that test that a couple other livers have taken recently. Like I watched Shu take a little of it. I stopped watching because I figured, you know, if I play this, I should go in blind, or at least as blind as I can. So I only watched for a few minutes. But there's that like horror threshold test thing. What is it called? I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's like it like tests your ability to handle scary stuff. Yeah, I'm thinking about trying that one. Thinking horror tolerance test. Thank you. Yeah, that's exactly the one. That's exactly the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, I'm thinking of trying that one. As I mentioned, Chilla's Art, there might be some good ones for me. For example, maybe the one that's themed around security would be a good one for me, because, you know, I work security, so at least I can handle that much. If I can't handle that much, what kind of bouncer would I be? And then what else is there? I do also want to see if I can organize some like group games. Multiplayer scary games would be nice for Halloween season because I love Halloween and I want to like really, you know, I want to do as much Halloween-y stuff as I can while it's still Halloween season. Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know. I don't know about Five Nights already. Maybe someday, but that's not on the table for me right now, I think. Heart monitor. You know what? I probably should. I should look into that now. No, I'll look into that after stream, but here I'll make a note for the Kaelix of an hour from now. Kaelix of 30 minutes from now. Heart monitor for stream. I should get one of those anyway, even if I don't end up using it for this, because there's always going to be something else I could use it for. Yeah, like I'd like to play Phasmophobia, for example. I want to see if I can get a group going for that. Over the Garden Wall. Yeah, see, that's the other flavor. I want to do like scary games for Halloween season, but I also would like to do just like spooky but not scary things. You know what I mean? Like things that are themed around autumn and around Halloween, but are not actually just scary games. I'd like to do that too. For example, something I'm really curious about. I went ahead and grabbed it for the first time. I haven't played it yet. But there's a game called Tiny Glade that I'm really interested in trying sometime. And I've noticed that it has like an autumn setting. Like you can set it to like late autumn and have all the leaves and stuff be red and orange. I want to play that game. That'd be like a nice cozy game for Halloween season, I think. And just do like a little spooky witch's tower or something. I wanted to try that game since it was in development. I was following the early like devlogs of that game and I never ended up playing it. That's another one where I have to like flex my I was there before it was cool card. Where I wanna actually play it. It's been way too long. Yeah, I wanna look into things like that as well. Or there's one game that I really love that I'd like to play. A Short Hike would be nice at some point. Yeah, they added stairs. I saw that. I saw the dev video update for that where like you can make the stairs climb around the walls, or like if you delete the platform that supports it, it'll float up like magically. So cute. Yeah, I want to try that. Lots of games that are on my radar lately that I want to play, and I've been talking a bit recently about how I want to introduce more games into my rotation. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking for Halloween right now. I do have like a variety event or two that I'm thinking of as well, but it'll take some planning to make that happen. Yeah, anything else I'll just keep secret for now. Yeah, those are what I'm thinking of. I want to work up the courage to play my first solo horror game and be less of a scaredy cat and actually, you know, play it. And I wanna think up some like similar activities as well that are not super scary. Farming Murder Mystery? What's that about? Farming Murder Mystery. Hold on. That's ringing a bell. I feel like I may have seen something about that or been told. Is it Grave Seasons? Oh, that looks fun. Oh, that looks so cute. Oh, I like that. Oh, I'm so curious about that. Ooh, speaking of like upcoming games, I won't name it for now because I'm very excited for it and I want to keep it as a little surprise, but there is another game that is due to drop a demo. It's due to drop a demo like next month, just in time for Halloween season with a kind of spooky vibe. I submitted a rights request for it, like to check in and see if we could play it when it comes out. Shouts out to these devs because they got back within a day. It got approved right away. So there's like a new game that's due to be released pretty soon. Yeah, very excited about that. I'm gonna stay auriful and mysterious about it for now, but I'm very excited to try that one out. That's another one that I've been curious about through the I love, it's the funniest thing in the world, right? I'm such a fake fan of a lot of these. I love watching indie game developers post their little previews of the games that they're working on, and a lot of my For You page, a lot of it is full of those. Just random devs that are posting their logs and their video previews of the newest feature they coded in. I love following those. I never end up actually playing the game, even when I'm super interested in it. But yeah, I'm very excited for Halloween season. I'm very, very excited. I wanna try to do some fun stuff. My hope is that I can go all out in October, since I kind of had to take a bit of a backseat for August, and also will be taking a bit of a backseat for a big chunk of September as well. Of course, thank you for being so patient with me all the time. As usual, I appreciate that more than you know. Yeah, I wanna go all out. I wanna do fun stuff. I wanna spice the month up. You're too sweet to me. Little Misfortune. I think I've heard of that one before. I recognize the name. There's so many games to look into. Yeah, I'll keep my eyes open over the coming month as I set up my plan for October and get that more locked in. A lot of the notes that I have for October are very rough right now. So I want to see if I can lock some fun stuff in. That being said, you may anticipate that I may be cooking some stuff up for shortly after October. I'll remain auriful and mysterious, but I feel like November is probably going to end up being a more hectic month for me. So I have to plan for October with excitement, but also in moderation. You know what I mean? So if it ends up being a little less than I'm hyping up right now, I hope you don't mind. Oh yeah, and aside from that, Half Annie is very soon as well. We talked about that a bit not too long ago, during the members only stream, I think. Yeah, Half Annie is like a week from today. It's like a week from today, and then one day actually, because our anniversary is on the 12th. That's something a lot of people misunderstand. Just to clear the air on that, just in case you're confused, or in case you ever get confused in the future. A lot of people might consider the anniversary to be the day that you had your very first stream, like the debut stream, in which case it would be the 14th and 15th for us, depending on time zone. But officially speaking, the anniversary is actually the day you were announced officially. So for us, it's actually the 12th. Yeah. It's the 12th. Yeah, half anniversary is coming up. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We'll be 6 months old. Yeah, I'm 6 months old soon. What can babies do at 6 months old? 6-month-old baby milestones. Checklist. All right, let's see. Your baby at 6 months. Let's see. I should be sleeping 12 to 16 hours in a 24-hour period. That's normal. Okay, that's great, because that's about how much I've been sleeping lately. I've been sleeping a full 11 plus hours every night the last week. I just can't stop. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I can start having solid foods. I can start experimenting with solid foods this month. That's pretty exciting. Oh my gosh, and I'll have my first few teeth. I can transfer toys between my hands, and I can sit up for a minute now as well, probably. Wow. That's a lot of milestones. Pretty exciting, right? Yeah, we're not by the baby. Frio said it best. We're not by the babies. We're all grown up now. Nah, I'm just playing. Contrary to popular belief, I existed before I debuted. I am a grown man. I was not born 6 months ago. Oh my goodness. By the Beanie Eenie. That makes me think of Nia Pony Oni. Nia Pony Oni. Are you excited for... Speaking of birthdays, it's his birthday. Nia Pony Oni, it's his birthday. We're celebrating that today. Are you excited? Sorry, for those that don't know. Nia Pony Oni is UQ Wilson. My epic, cool, kakoi, handsome senpai, UQ Wilson. Yeah, he's having his birthday party later today. I'm very excited. I haven't been able to see as much of him in collabs lately because of his... You know, he's been very busy lately. It hasn't been as easy for him to stream. So I'm very happy that he can go through with like birthday plans. How can I make this about Wilson? It's literally his birthday. What the heck? I think everything should be about you on your birthday. I guess not everything. That's not a very mature way to live. Not a very like adult expectation, but I think most things should be about you on your birthday. It's like it's the day you're important, right? I guess you're important every day to me, but like that's the day you're most important. You know what I mean? That's the day you should be given priority treatment. And today is the day that you, should be given priority treatment. I think if I called him you, he'd probably freak out. Do you think he'd take kindly to that? If an EN liver called him you? Maybe I should play test that with him. Yeah, maybe I'll give it a try sometime. I think I'll save that for like a smaller collab when less people are in their room. I don't want to throw that out in the middle of a bunch of noise. Yeah, I feel like he'd hate that, right? I think he likes being called by his last name. Yeah, I was gonna say if an EN liver specifically, because there are some JP talents, like among like Mechetsue, for example, that call him you. But yeah. Scheming. Yeah, don't tell him. Don't clip this. Don't make a big deal out of it. Let's keep it our secret for now. Wait till I throw that out. See how he responds to that. Yeah, I want to see. I want to experiment. I feel like people are already clocking that with Wilson. A lot of the things that I say to him are purely to see how he responds to it. I don't know what it is about him. I think with a lot of people, you know, I am this way with some people, but you know, I tend to not think as much about that. In his case, it's just so funny to see how he'll respond to things. Ah, excuse me. I'm coughing. Ah! Oh my gosh, speaking of babies, I'm the coughing baby right now. Yeah, no, I think something got stuck in my throat. Give me a second. I'm gonna grab some water. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I feel like the coughing baby with the tongue out, like, ah. That's what I feel like right now. Much better. You know when that happens? I hate when that happens. It's so awkward. Especially when you're in a room full of people. Like, I don't know if that ever happened for you in like school or at your job or whatever, and you're sitting in a quiet room and suddenly your throat tightens up and you gotta cough and you gotta clear your throat, but it's too quiet to do it, so you just sit there like... You know what I mean? Yeah, a dry cough. I hate it. Oh my god, I hate it so much. I hate that. It's so agonizing because those are the worst coughs too. It's not even that it's just too quiet. It's like, that's a big cough and it will take several seconds to get through it. You're gonna need a few seconds of coughing to get that out of there. Get that out of your system. But everybody's looking at you now. Anyway, what was I talking about? Yeah, with Wilson, I just think it's funny to see how he'll respond to certain things. A lot of the, like, if I ever mess with him or if I don't know, I like to be nice. I'm not too much of a prankster, but I think he has funny reactions. I think one of his charm points is that you will do the least and he will react with the most. Like, I'll be like, blah, blah, blah. And he'll be like, what? It's so silly. For real, he gaff. He gives a freak. Yeah. He has the biggest reaction ever. And it's so funny. And it's so rewarding, too. Like, he is the easiest person to rage bait. He is a professional rage bait victim. That is the best way to put that. He is a professional rage bait victim. But here's the other thing. I'm almost like... I'm almost on the fence about it. You know what I mean? Because on one hand, he makes it so easy. And that makes it really fun. But then on the other hand, I feel like everybody is this way to him. And that makes me want to be different than the rest. You know what I mean? That makes me want to not mess with him. That makes me want to like just be kind forever. You know what I mean? Like, I almost feel bad for him. But then I just remember the way he talks about me whenever I'm not in the room, and then I feel like he deserves it a little bit. You know what I mean? The second I'm there, like, his impression of me is that I'm just some crying baby. I feel like anytime he like has to reference me or joke about me, he's like, I can't do it, you guys. I'm so nervous. Is that me? Is that me? Yeah, so anytime I mess with him, I'm testing to see how he'll react, and it's also just a small form of my own special revenge. He's right. What? That's not true. I'm not that much of a crybaby. I'm only that way in scary games. Okay, Among Us is different. I think that counts as a scary game if your name is Kaelix Debonair. That counts. Who's gonna tell him what? Tell me what? Tell me. Tell me the truth. What? Is that actually me? Is that what I'm like? Oh my god. I feel like... oh my gosh. I feel like that episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender where the gang went to see the Ember Island players and the character for Katara and her actress like portrayed her as like a preachy crybaby who's always like, oh, at least we have hope. Oh. And she's like, I'm not like that. And then everyone's like, no, she's kind of hitting the nail right on the head. Like, I feel like that right now. Is that me? Is that actually me? Am I actually like that? Oh my god. There's no way. Oh my gosh. Do I make it that easy? Am I just a crybaby? Am I a scaredy cat crybaby? Just a little bit? Not all the time, but yeah? What? There's no way. Yeah, not all the time, but like just in scary times, right? If the boot fits. Well, what? There's no way. I'm not actually that much of a crybaby, am I? I'm floored right now. Oh my gosh. It's one thing when it's UQ Wilson. It's another when it's like your own people. Like you're there for it. Like you know me. What the heck? Is that me? Oh my goodness. You think you know somebody. It really... it be your own people. Oh my gosh. Only in collabs? You know, maybe that is a fair answer, actually. Because in collabs, any fear I have gets amplified by 10 because of my social fear. I'm gonna hold my you're gonna hold my hand when you tell me this. Tell me what? What are you gonna tell me? Oh my gosh. Cannot sleep. There are monsters nearby. Yeah, I'll yield that during collabs I am definitely a bit of a crybaby, depending on the game. Even if it's not a super scary game, sometimes the pressure of it can be pretty high because I don't know. All right, answer me this. Am I a crybaby in collabs specifically with By the Beat? Answer me that. And don't say Left 4 Dead 2. Yes? Wait, actually? Am I a crybaby during By the Beat collabs? Because my next defense was going to be that I just really want to look cool in front of my senpai, and I get really nervous about it. But I don't worry as much about how I look next to By the Beat. Those are my brothers. Is that true? Okay, let me rephrase that, because I don't mean baby. I am the baby, I guess. But am I a crybaby? Do I whine and talk about how I'm too nervous to do anything? Because that's what I'm asking. Like in a By the Beat collab that is not Left 4 Dead 2, am I like, please don't make me do this. I'm so nervous. I can't go, you guys. I'm so scared. Is that me? Yes! Oh my god, I give up. Anyway, I'll see you at Wilson's birthday party. It's in an hour. Bye. Yeah, okay, no. I was actually going to commit to the bit because I thought it would be really funny. But then in the back of my mind, I was like, they're going to think you're mad. So we can hang out just a little bit longer. No, I was just joking. I was just joking. Come on. I was just joking. Hey. Oh my goodness. So silly. Being a crybaby does not mean you cannot be cool too. Certain movie proved that, so it's okay. Wait, what movie is that? Might be my spirit animal. Collab is in 2 hours? Wait, is it? Oh yeah, it is in 2 hours. I forgot. I started too early, so I'd have an hour to set up and then an hour to like join and get ready for everything. Oh, okay. Thank you. You know me, time is a little hard for me. If it weren't for my calendar, I would not know what was going on ever. And even with my calendar, I still struggle. I'm very bad with time. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess I'm just a big crybaby. Today I learned. Nah, I'm at peace with that. I think wearing your heart on your sleeve is a strength. I think it takes courage to be outwardly afraid. Yeah. Think dramatic fits me more? Ah, I see. Maybe that is fair. I am a bit of a drama queen. Maybe more of a drama queen than a crybaby. All right. Hold on. You know I love this. Let me add some fun emojis to spice it up. Wait, where's that emoji? There's a specific one I want. Give me 1 second. All right, which one am I? Tell me the truth. What am I? Am I a crybaby or a drama queen? Okay, I think I can live with this. I think I can live with this. Both. Pick a side. I'm begging you. Why? I can never expect you to pick a side on anything. You're so silly. Oh my goodness. I remind you of the lipstick on my Valentino. Oh, wow. You put... I haven't thought about that in so long. That is a deep cut. Holy moly. I'm reminiscing so much today. It's so tragic. I love polls. And you love to just not make a decision. Anyway. You heard it here, folks. I'm a drama queen and not a crybaby. Not both. Yeah, this one didn't end up 50-50. I'll give you that one. Secret third thing. Do you mean third? I did that not too long ago. I can't remember what I was writing and what for. I was gonna say or write something first, like 21st or 31st or something like that. And I think I started to say first. I think I was saying first, like 41st. 41st. Feeling like the 24th cow right now. Feeling like the 24th cow. Here, hold on. There you go. Feeling like the 24th cow. It's the 24th cow, right? Am I misremembering that number? I love 24th cow. I haven't thought about that in a bit. I'm gonna bring that back. 24th cow is officially in. All right, let's discuss in and out. What's in, what's out? 24th cow, it's back in, baby. It's back in. 24th cow is in. Is Sucklet in? Sucklet's out. Sucklet is always out. PP is in. PP's not always in, but PP is in right now because they just restocked Cow PP Classic Edition PP. It's now available on their website. Gotta grab it while it's still there if you want it. Yeah, PP's in. Justice for Sucklet? No. Sucklet is out. Wee Wee? It depends on the day. I guess today Wee Wee's out, but tomorrow Wee Wee might just be in. MLG? Oh my gosh, that is so catastrophically out. It's insane. That is decades late. Decades out. At the end of the day, it's still in. It would have been out by now if not for the grace of the other livers who played along with my silly game during the Final Fantasy XIV collab. Thanks to the grace of a few other livers, at the end of the day, in. Officially remaining in. 67 in. I think 67 is probably going to be in for a really long time, but I'm already tired of it. So in this room, 67 is out. I got sick of that one real fast. Labubu, out. However, Bobby Hill impression talking about Labubu, that's in. Jet 2 Holiday, out. However, it can be in if you're really creative about it. I'm not laughing about Jet 2 Holiday anymore, but Luca quote retweeted a meme where it was basically like a take on the Jet 2 Holiday with like the kid named blank format meme. That was really funny. That's in. Yeah, that's out, but you can be creative. Jennifer Coolidge, she's always in. Jennifer Coolidge will never be out. As long as she walks this earth, she will be in. And the day she leaves this earth, she'll still be in. She'll be in forever. Jennifer Coolidge is always in. She is above humanity. Minecraft Civilization, in. And in for a good while longer, I think. A good few weeks longer, it'll be in, I think. Yeah, that's in. Oh my gosh, you know what I feel like whenever we do this? Whenever we discuss in and out? I feel like, God, what is her name? The tabloid talk show host? Wendy Williams. I feel like her. Like, do you care? All right, clap if you care. Should she suffer? All right, clap if she should suffer. You know who's jealous of Adele? Beyonce. I love the way she says Beyonce in that. She's like, Beyonce. I think the clap if you blank is my favorite thing from her, though. Should she suffer? All right, clap if you think she should suffer. It's crazy. Ladies is out unless your name is Vantacrow. If your name is Vantacrow Bringer of NIJISANJI EN's Crisis, then it can be in, but only if you're Vanta. Ladies is in, but only for Vanta. It's out for everybody else. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from you. I don't want to hear it from your friends. No more ladies, unless your name's Vanta. He can keep saying it. What's a niche meme that's in? Ooh, what is a niche meme that's in? What is my recent niche meme fixation? Oh my gosh, I don't think I've pulled this out on stream yet. Oh my, I actually have an answer for this. Off stream in calls, I've been pulling this out because of a friend that does it. Speaking of like talk show and daytime television hosts from a billion years ago, you remember the Ellen show? Yeah. There's this tweet involving Ellen where she's like, pickleball, and then someone quote retweeted it and said, girl, whatever. I have this thing off stream lately where whenever you want to dismiss what somebody says, like if they're like, I don't know if I can draw, I feel like I should give up, you say, girl, whatever, pickleball. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. If you're like, I just don't think it's very funny, you could say, girl, whatever, pickleball. Girl, whatever, pickleball. I think my favorite thing about that is that you say it backwards, right? Because the interaction actually goes pickleball, girl, whatever. But the way it's twisted, it's kind of like saying pickleball is the actual part that's dismissive. It's like, you know, whatever you just said doesn't actually mean anything. You know why? Pickleball. That's why. That's why I like it. Girl, whatever. Pickleball. So yeah, if anybody ever says something that you don't like, you could hit them with girl, whatever. Pickleball. Say it with some venom too. Put some punch into that P in the pickleball. Some pickleball. Girl, whatever. Pickleball. Say it with poison. So stupid. Yeah, that's the niche meme that's in right now. Girl, whatever, pickleball, new entry. It's in. I can't say how long it will remain in, but it's in. Oh my goodness. Hope you're having a good whatever time it is where you are. It is 8:05 p.m. I'm having a great time. Oh my goodness. Every stream I watch, new words get added to my vocab. That's my job. No, if you want to speak like a normal person, I do not recommend learning words from me. I'm a bad subject of study. That goes double if you're like studying English. I'm so sorry. You will learn so many bad, useless things from me. I just can't help it. It's just too fun. It's too whimsical. Mm. But if you want to know how to talk like you live on the internet, I can help you. Oh my goodness. Oh, Nika Burgers. I think that's out. I think that one's out. It could be in. I think it's similar to Jet 2 Holiday. I think it's in, but only if you're creative about it. Like, Onika Burgers by itself, that's okay. But like, if you do like, what is an example? She equals UQ Wilson, 8 equals birthday. There you go, birthday cake. She equals UQ Wilson, 8 equals birthday cake. That's in. You could say things like that. That's what I think. I think that's in. Chopped at the bob off. I'm gonna be chopped at the bob off. I want that to be in forever. I think that should stay in. I like that. I think I'm gonna get chopped at the bob off. That one's just so deep. It's so profound. It's so funny. I love I'm gonna get chopped at the bob off. If you can, for the rest of your life, if you ever find a situation where it makes sense to say, I'm gonna get chopped at the bob off, I need you to do your civic duty and say it for me, okay? Oh my gosh, it's so funny. Oh, so silly. I'm gonna get chopped at the bob off. You're a native English speaker and you can't understand? I'm so sorry. We're speaking a different language, I fear. I'm gonna get chopped at the bob off. Girl, whatever, pickleball. You're picking it up. Oh, it's so good. I think that one has more utility, right? I'm gonna get chopped at the bob off, while funny, doesn't have that many situations where it can be used. Like, it is kind of unique to when a bob looks kind of chopped. Or like when you get a real choppy bob, that's when you can use that. However, girl, whatever, pickleball, you could use that to dismiss anything you don't want to hear. It's so easy for shutting people down when they're being unconfident, when they should have more confidence in themselves. You can say, girl, whatever, pickleball, I think you're the best. Oh yeah, to explain chopped at the bob off, it's got some layers to it. That's also a joke. That's a pun. That's a joke about hair. So chopped is kind of like it's been around for a bit, I'd say. It's a word that means, it can mean a number of things. In this context, it means you just don't look good. Like like in the context of a haircut, a chopped haircut, it looks real bad. It's like when you get a haircut and it doesn't look good for a few weeks until it's grown out a little bit. You're chopped in that case. Bob off is a contest. It's an imaginary hypothetical contest where people with bob haircuts, that kind of like short haircut, they go against each other to see who has the best bob. And chopped, it's got a second meaning. It can mean that you get cut out because you lost, because you weren't the best. It's a double meaning. Chopped is also like for example, if you play Fortnite and you lose really early, you got chopped. You were pulled out of the 100. You are not getting that victory royale this game. You're chopped. So, you go to the bob off with your choppy bob. You're gonna get chopped at the bob off. Yeah, just so everybody can be in the know together. Oh, it's so goofy. I think that's the funniest thing Zeal Ginjoka has ever said in his entire life. And he says a lot of funny things. I think that's his superpower. He drops in just the funniest thing in the world when you don't expect it. I think he's generally very funny. But yeah, I think his funniest is when it's a very calm moment and he throws out something crazy. Not whoa BL. It's actually tilting my glasses up. It's actually BL whoa. Other way around, but I think that's second or third at this point. Chopped at the bob off. That's really, really, really funny. Just so goofy. Where would you use this? Well, if you ever get a haircut and it's bob-like and you don't like it, that's when you can say it. Whenever you get your next bob haircut, you can be like, I'm gonna get chopped at the bob off. And then all your friends will laugh. They'll think you're the funniest person in the world. Girl, whatever. Pickleball. Oh my god, it's so addicting. Pickleball. I love that. Let's make that a thing. Oh my goodness. What is pickleball? That's harder to explain. Like I said earlier, it's a reference to a tweet where Ellen just posted herself playing pickleball and the caption was pickleball. Like really excited. Like, I'm having a great day. I'm having so much fun. And someone quote retweeted it like, girl, whatever. Like, I don't care. For no reason. Like, just starting beef without any actual cause. No reasonable cause whatsoever to start beef. So that's basically what it's like. It's basically just a phrase that to me and to my friends means I don't care. Yeah, pickleball, the actual thing, the way that I'm using it is not the real thing. The actual thing is a sport. It's kind of like tennis. Yeah, it's kind of like tennis or like badminton, that kind of game. It's in that territory of games. Want to ask what kind of meme would fit to every By the Beat member? I wonder. I'm thinking. No, I don't think I could. I don't think I could. I don't think I have the spirit to assign just one. I would have to do a full compilation. I would have to do one of those video compilations where you like rotoscope, or not rotoscope, you track the face over the video so that it matches. I'd need to divide it into 3 sections. Actually, no, I'd have to divide it into more like 7 sections because I'd need one for each individual. And then I would need a section for each duo. And then I'd also need a section for like everybody. I don't think I could do just one, I'm afraid. Yeah, sorry about that. It's too much. It's far too much. People are just too, I don't know. They're too profound. There's too much depth to their character for me to reduce them to one simple joke. Yeah. I'd have to think about it. I'm gonna get chopped at the bob off. I miss Vine compilations too, right? Where it'd be like this liver as Vine. We should bring those back. Let's bring them back. Blank liver and blank liver as Vines. Compilation. Let's bring those back. Or I guess these days, a better approach might be like TikToks. TikTok is the new Vine. Just like pull out all the big banger TikToks. Be like, all right, these are the TikToks that remind me of this person. Or like of this group of people. And then like put their face over it. Real cheap style. I love that. That's quality entertainment to me. We used to be a proud nation. But Vines... There are some Vines that are still funny now, but I feel like they've kind of... I don't know, they've had their moment, you know? If people go out of their way to reference a Vine, it has to be just the right situation for me now. Like, even earlier with the lipstick Valentino White moment, I was like, oof. Yeah, right, Unk Invasion. I think they can be funny, though. It just has to be the right setting. It's like, it's not even that I think it's too old. It's more like, because it's kind of old, I've heard all of them so many times that the humor is kind of, it's tired, you know? I hate to say it. Controversial take. I think Vines are out. Oh. Oh, my heart. The unction. That's pretty good, like function. Be mindful of why you were invited to the unction. Oh, hi, Frio. That's such funny timing. Oh, that's so goofy. Oh, my goodness. Hi, did you have a nice time? Did you have a... I listened to a little bit. I listened. I was hanging out silently. I was lurking earlier. What happened? Oh, I was talking about how I think Vines are now out. And I think referencing Vine too much, it's like unkification. You are getting yourself an invitation to the unction if you reference too many Vines. I think it's been long enough. That's my controversial opinion. Yeah, hi, thank you for the redirect. I hope you had a nice chat. Hope you had a nice time. Oh my goodness. Every time I see a road work ahead sign, here's the thing. Here is the thing. I think that Vines can be funny if you are creative with it. You know what I mean? Like, I think it has to be something transformative. It's the same thing as like the other things that I said were out earlier. You know, the other things that I said were out. Like, if I wanted to reference road work ahead, I'd reference the one where it's like, does it... Oh, wait, how's it go? It's like, does it? Hope sure I... Oh, yeah. I had work road. You know what I mean? Just like saying it backwards. There's something new here. You know what I mean? Wait, did I say that right? Road work ahead. Yeah, I sure hope it does. Does it? Hope sure I... Yeah. Ahead work road. Like, you have to do something transformative. It's tired. You have to spice it up. You have to breathe life into it for it to be in again. Whatever, pickleball. Oh God, what have I done? Oh my goodness. I've started something I don't think I'll have the power to stop. You see though, it's so fun to say, right? Don't you feel so good right now hitting me with a good girl whatever pickleball? Doesn't that feel so funny? Like, you're funny. You're a comedian. Don't you feel funny? I'm telling you, it's good. It's good material. Right? It's so satisfying. It is so satisfying to have an opening to strike your friend with a good girl whatever pickleball. Oh my God. So funny. Oh my goodness. Yeah, now I'm gonna get hit with it. I don't want this. I should have immunity. I should have immunity because I bestowed this gift upon you. I gave this to you. Road work ahead. Give him a day to chill. Like, geez. Give him a day off. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Does it... Does it? Hope sure I... Yeah. I had work road. Right? It's ancient at this point. That's ancient. That's 1 billion years ago. That's a prehistoric slice of the internet. That is among the deepest cuts. I fear. It is funny, but you know, at the end of the day, like, at the end of the day, and listen, you're never gonna believe what happened yesterday. He came up to me and he was like, and then I said, and he just couldn't take it, so he was like, and then bugs when you lift up a rock. Ugh. Is that what I look like to you? Am I a bug? Oh my goodness. Are you allowed to say that? No, see, that's what I was telling him. I was like, I told him, if you go around acting like that, people are gonna... But he just didn't care, so he was like... So I said pickleball. At the end of the day, we got chopped at the bob off. Girl, whatever. Riddle me this. It's so silly. So silly. You're like activating things. Why are you doing this? Did you just see that one time that By the Beat did this to me? Just activated all of my funny things that I like to say in a row, and you just wanted a slice of the action? Is that what happened? Oh my goodness. No, the expression is the most important part. For the riddle me this. Is Brain Rot the new Vine on Skibbity? Ooh, Skibbity is out. Skibbity's out. Get it out. Out. Out, 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 out. No Skibbity. No Skibbity toilet in my vicinity. Only normal toilets, please. My mom is pickleballing. Wait, really? Did I get your mom on whatever pickleball? Yay! Oh, I win. Oh my god, that's so good. Oh, that's so funny. I think that's my favorite thing to hear. Or maybe not my favorite, but it's among my favorite things to hear. There's a lot of stuff that makes me really happy. I love when people are like, you won't believe this, but my mother, or like my sibling, or like my family member who was in the vicinity when I was blasting your stream with reckless abandon, totally, you know, just unprepared for whatever you were gonna say. This had this effect on them, and they remember it, and now they remember you as the pickleball guy, or like now they remember you as this guy, and now they say this whenever this happens. Or I love that. You know who else pickleballs? My mom. Oh my goodness. Is I'm the biggest bird in or out? Ooh. I think I'm the biggest bird is perpetually out now, but it can make a brief return if the setting is right. Listen, I don't know what you've heard, but I'm the biggest bird. I'm the biggest bird. I'm the biggest bird. I'm the biggest bird. Don't know what you heard. Don't know what you heard. But I'm the biggest bird. I'm the... No, it's out. It's out. Get it out. Out. Oh my goodness. No, that's Unk now. It's out. Yeah, no, it's been a minute. It's been a minute for biggest bird. Holy moly. My mom heard you begging once in a Zelda stream, told her you stopped, and she said, he finally stood up. I'm so proud of him. What? What? It was always a joke. I was always standing up. It was... I was in full control of the situation when I was begging. I'll have you know. It was just a joke. It was a joke. I wasn't begging with an ounce of sincerity. I don't think I've ever begged with sincerity for anything. That's so antithetical to my whole character. Like, everything that makes me me. I'll never beg with sincerity for anything. If I actually want something, I'm more the type to just kind of like work for it, or just pretend I don't know it exists until it happens. You know what I mean? Pickleball. Oh god. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh, that's so silly. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna make a request of you. I'm gonna make a request of you before we wrap today. I love pickleball, but I'm so afraid of it becoming old and getting out. I want you to bring pickleball to the world, but I'm gonna ask that as soon as this live stream is over, we don't pickleball here anymore, okay? I don't want people to get annoyed with it. And I'd be heartbroken if I became tired of it. Thank you for pickleballing with me, however. I think it's the funniest thing in the world, and I don't want to waste it away. You know what I mean? I'm so nervous now. It's too much joy, too close together. Yeah, I would love for you to introduce it to your vernacular and use it in the world. Yeah, I'm gonna ask that we don't pickleball here after today. No more pickleballing unless I pickleball. Oh my goodness. If I'm allowed, no. I don't want to waste it away. I don't want it to become a situation where I say something you disagree with and then it's pickleball every single time. Then it's not funny anymore. You know what I mean? It's gotta be spaced out. Oh my goodness. My dad once made an offhanded comment when he saw you and asked, "Is that Andy Warhol?" You know, he has a kind of similar aesthetic. I love his paintings. Love his paintings. Cool guy. Yeah, it's got to be organic. It's gotta be in the moment. Yeah, I just don't want it to get old. I don't want it to get old. It's the same with a lot of things. I've made similar requests in the past with jokes. I don't want it to get old too fast. It's a bad habit that I have personally. I will find something really funny and I will wring it out until there's not a single drop left. You know, I'll beat that dead horse for forever. And everybody else has already moved on, but I'm still at the party dancing. You know what I mean? I don't want it to be like that. Is ooh-ee-ah-ee out? I think ooh-ee-ah-ee-ah is out unless I'm in the same room as Maria. Then it's in. It's in if she's in the room. It's in as long as the two of us are in the same vicinity. Then ooh-ee-ah is in. Still at the restaurant. I'm still at the court playing pickleball. So silly. Okay. Among things that are out, I'm about to be out of the room. I'm about to walk out for a bit. As I mentioned, today UQ Wilson will be having his birthday party stream. It'll be a really good time. A bunch of fun livers will be there to celebrate the occasion with him. I think the itinerary is first Jackbox games, and then Duck Duck Goose, or Goose Goose Duck, I think it's actually called. And then just free chat with everybody. I'll be there for as many of those as I can. I signed up for everything. If I get tired, I might leave at some point, but I think I'm good to go for the whole thing because I've been waking up later lately. But yeah, if you'd like to see more of me today, feel free to catch me there. I will probably stream my POV for Goose Goose Duck as well, but just for that game. Everything else, probably not. Just to be clear. Yeah, so you may see me over here on my channel again in a few hours. But yeah, for most things, I'd love it if you could support his stream. He's been working so hard this last year, and he's been so busy with stuff this last month. So I'd love it if you could show him some extra love on his birthday. It's important to make people feel special on their special day. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna send you off. I'll set the redirect if you'd like to just wait until that stream starts. It'll be in an hour and a half. In an hour and a half now. Feel free to grab a meal, do some chores maybe in the meantime. But yeah, I'll see you then if you'd like. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with me for this secret chat. I think I'm gonna, as it's a secret chat, I'm gonna unlist it. It'll still be available through the link or if you add it to like a playlist, but yeah, today's stream will remain our secret. That being said, you can still clip if you can clip from it if you'd like. I don't care. Yeah, it's just gonna be secret in terms of like the channel archive. Yeah, just want to be open about that. All right, I'll see you later. Stay safe. Grab a nice bite to eat if you can. Bye bye. Pickleball.